Buddy, hope you guys are all happy and healthy wherever you are. Tonight I'm going to be playing Breathe and Let Go in its entirety and telling some stories about the songs. The first song on the record is Breathe and Let Go. And I think that song is basically about taking the very important, much needed pause sometimes when things get overwhelming or really intense. And I wrote the song when I was on a family vacation in Aruba, and I think my daughter was getting really frustrated about something. I can't remember exactly what, but I remember thinking, like, let's just take a break and come back to it in a minute, and maybe, it'll be a little better. And that was kind of what inspired me to get going on it. Yeah, it's always good to take a pause, breathe and let go, think about the pleasant things in life, and come back to whatever it was that was upsetting or frustrating you with maybe a different attitude or mentality. You and me, we agree on what we need. We feel, we see, we live to be free. But the rain still comes washing out the sun. Let the confusion run to where started from another time and space. Another worried face lights up the place. When your legs are feeling heavy and now your brain feels slow, everything is moving fast and you've lost your flow. You're steady living in the past cause it's all you know. The kind of loving that you crave when you feel alone, to change your path to a brand new great unknown. Now the future is welcoming you home. Now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your mind untangle. Yeah. Now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your life unfold. Yeah, now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your mind untangle. Yeah, now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your life unfold. Time I'll see the path in front of me. Oh, I try to believe that my dreams were meant to be. And then the sound came down, lighting up the town, people dancing around. When the love was found, there was a golden wave washing out the pain stained by yesterday. When your legs are feeling heavy and now your brain feels slow, everything is moving fast and you've lost your flow. You're steady living in the past cause it's all you know. The kind of loving that you crave when you feel alone, to change your path to a brand new great unknown. And now the future is welcoming you home. Now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your mind untangle. Yeah, now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your life unfold. Yeah, now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your mind untangle. Yeah, now breathe and let go, relax and go slow, let your life unfold. Now breathe and let go, yeah. Now breathe and let go. that was actually super fun to record in the studio with Eric Krasnow. We had Tycoon come in and do all the percussion stuff that you hear on that record, and I really think that kind of made the song. The next song on the record is Heart Song featuring Citizen Cope. That song kind of came to be, when I was writing the chords and the melodies for the song without words, I wanted to try and write a song that would sort of be in Cope's vein and maybe a tune he would dig. And when I started messing around with it, Heart Song came out, and when it was time to record it, he was down, which is the best thing ever. So the tune is really about overcoming all the difficulties that get thrown your way as you grow older. Life can be tough, and there's an amazing human resilience to really a lot of pain and stuff. And I wrote from my perspective two things that were really tough and hard for me to get past, one being the death of my father and the other being the death of my very dear friend. And both were at completely different times in my life. And I think, I struggled with both of them in different ways, but learned a lot about myself and about how to deal with grief through the process. And obviously writing songs like this and being able to get my feelings out through song has been a blessing for me and helps me a lot. When he was 8, he got a heavy dose of life, yeah. His daddy left the earth never to return there. His little heart was aching, breaking with confusion. The pain had saved him from a lifetime of illusion. Now he has 2 little angels of his own, yeah. He can't imagine knowing that he'd have to leave them. The pain alone would surely stop his heart from beating. When panic comes, you have to focus on your breathing. In this life, so many things are gonna test you. You got the strength inside to overcome and break through. And when the weight of pain makes you wanna give up, listen to your heart song, let the groove play on. The negative can make your world spin sideways. To find a balance, you must learn from your mistakes. And when the weight of life makes you wanna fall down, listen to your heart song, let the beat play on. Can be dated by memories that get in the way of our inner peace. When you release, let the truth speak, to wonder where the mystery of life's gonna lead. Take a good look at the ocean breathe. Take a good listen to the symphony. We all gotta be, but we need to let it be. To learn for what we got and what we given universally. In this life, so many things are gonna test you. You got the strength inside to overcome and break through. And when the weight of life makes you wanna give up, for the heart song, let the beat play on. The negative can make your world spin sideways. To find a balance, you must learn from your mistakes. And when the weight of life makes you wanna fall down, listen to your heart song, let the beat play on. Yeah, let the beat play on. 23, his age became reality. His body left the earth, his story was a tragedy. Gone too soon, he vowed to make the legend live long. Immortalized his friend in the stories that he passed on. Now he's older, thinking back to all the good times. They were crazy kids living up a good life. And know the pain and hurt so dominate his feelings. The love comes when you focus on your breathing. In this life, so many things are gonna test you. You got the strength inside to overcome and break through. And when the weight of life makes you wanna fall down, listen to your heart song, let the beat play on. The negative can make your world spin sideways. To find a balance, you must learn from your mistakes. And when the weight of life makes you wanna fall down, listen to your heart song, let the beat. Let the beat play on. Let the beat play on. Yeah, that's our song. I believe next on the record is Stubborn Smile. And that was the first single we put out. And I basically wrote that about a friend of mine. We're really a few friends of mine, but just being kind of the age we are. And as, we get older and start having our own families and stuff, I realized for the people that, didn't find a partner or anything, it was sort of harder for them to meet people as we got older, because a lot of my friends are not like going out to bars and stuff, but they're really cool, chill peeps, looking for love, but having a hard time meeting folk. And if you're not into the social media dating thing, or social whatever that is, I think it could be really hard. So yeah, it's just about really craving companionship and having a lot of love and really wanting to share it and share your life with someone and yeah. Breathe slow. This feeling will go out of the cold and into control. The rain falls, your seeds start to grow, and all that you thought is now what you know. Well, it's been taking too long to live and belong, to love so completely without hanging on it. So darling, won't you smile for me? It's been way too long since I felt the thing. 'Cause it's so hard living life this way, all alone without someone to share it with. 'Cause I've got love to give, and I've got life to live. The lone wolf sets out on his own, searching for something he had all along. The train rolls, your future in tow, and all the uncertain begins to explode. Well, it's been taking too long to live and belong, to love so completely without hanging on. The good and the bad, the best that you have, a life that's worth living, both joyful and sad. So darling, won't you smile for me? It's been way too long since I felt the thing. 'Cause it's so hard living life this way, all alone without someone to share it with. 'Cause I've got love to give, and I've got life to live. And I know I let myself get in the way. I'm just an angry, stubborn man who's made a few mistakes. 'Cause I've got love, oh, I've got love for days. I just need need to find someone who will love with me, who will love with me, darling. Won't you smile for me? It's been way too long since I felt the thing. Is it so hard living life this way, while alone without someone to share it with? 'Cause I've got love, yeah, I got love to give. Oh, I've got love to give, yeah, life. Oh, I've got life to live, yeah. Wow. Breathe slow, this feeling will go out of the cold and into control. All right. The next track off the record is Enemies. Enemies was a super fun process for me. I was with Kraz. We were working on the record, and yeah, I think I might have been bumming about, some trolls online, some people that were giving me some hate. And he was like, man, let's write about it. And I hadn't really ever written with someone else, lyrics and everything before. And the song came together really pretty quick. And about halfway through, we were both like, yo, we should call Modest. And we did that all in Brooklyn and Greenpoint. I did the vocals in Kraz's closet. Yeah, it was super fun. We got Mary on that, helping me out on the chorus. It was a really great track. I loved Modest's verse. I was just really stoked how the whole thing came out. I haven't played this one too many times, so if I flub it up, my bad. Every time I take a look around me, their opinions try to bring me down. I'm talking loud, but I don't hear them. I see them down below while I'm here dreaming. I'm sitting on the cloud while they're running. I'm riding on the sun while they're burning. I keep on growing, soaking up the wisdom of my past, and it's showing up. I keep it moving every single day, working hard, never giving up. Enemies, they can't see me. It's just greed and jealousy. Enemies, they can't see me. It'll be real eventually. Raise your head and look above them. I wrestle with demons and men while I'm chat about nothing. Rise when it counts and become a champion. Above all my enemies, sharp sight and fly high like a falcon. I'm sitting on a cloud while you're running. I'm riding on the sun while you're burning. I keep on growing, soaking up the wisdom of my past, and it's showing up. I keep it moving every single day, working hard, never giving up. Enemies, they can't see me. It's just greed and jealousy. Enemies, they can't see enjoyed that. What's next? Oh, Carved Lines is next. Carved Lines is super special to me because that one came out like boom all at once, which never ever happens. And it's it's super introspective, and I think it's just about kind of getting older, and dealing with that. Yeah. It feels cold, and I feel low, and all these gray hairs warm up my soul. And though these lines on my face feel new, I've been carving them my whole life through. Well, I eat the sun, and I drink the rain. I treasure life, but Lord, the pain. And when my eyes try to think on a view, I have my memories to get me through. Yeah, I know it's easier to give up and turn off instead of rising up to the sky, throwing peace signs up in the air without a care, instead of letting someone else define you. Oh, 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 oh. And I've lost the time, I've wasted time to have more fun. So many people have assisted in my game. One day I hope I make them proud of me. So many lies that I have told, so many wrongs I did unfold. But I've grown strong in my 30-something years, and yet I can't shake my childhood fears. Yeah, I know it's easier to give up and turn off instead of rising up to the sky, throwing peace signs up in the air without a care, instead of letting someone else define you. Being true and all you do, so relax, make dreams, give love, big hugs, raise yourself, cause your greatest achievements are being fun and waiting deep inside you. Oh, 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 oh. Cause in this life I find myself just a little bit older and a whole lot wiser. Words like a knife, I shed my shell, cause my mind is stronger and my heart grows bolder. Oh, 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 oh. Cold, and I feel low, and all these gray hairs warm up my soul. And though these lines on my face feel new, I've been carving them my whole life through. The next song on the record is Strongest of Our Kind, featuring G Love. Shout out, what's up, G? that song is about, you know, what it takes to overcome addiction and the champions that do. And I know a few of them. And I also know just so many others that didn't, you know. And so I think when they do, it's worth celebrating. And it is a strength that is deep, deep down in all of us, but something that I don't think a lot of us ever have to utilize, I think, which is good. I have one friend in particular who really inspired the tune, and he is still doing great, and I'm just so damn proud of him. Also, G, so I was supposed to do a song with G Love, and we had been throwing some ideas back and forth, and this one came up, and it happened real quick. We made it all in one day at Kraz's spot in L.A. G came in for the day and just crushed. His verse is so good. I couldn't have picked a better words out of anyone, really, honestly. And I'm sorry if I butcher your verse, brother. My bad. I gotta dig real deep, 'cause my life has got me feeling like I just can't keep all the negative illusions from preventing sleep. I just gotta say bye to the lies and let the truth set me free. A quick smile can illuminate the journey, rolling fast in style. Gotta keep the fire burning till you find your peace. I just gotta say bye to the lies and let the love light burn free. What a thrill to watch them shine, overcoming the hell of life, to straighten out a crooked line, trying to make sense of their time, always living with the pain that their hearts weren't made to take. It's the strength none of us find, yet it is strongest of our kind. They're the strongest of our kind. They're the strongest of our kind. They're the strongest of our kind. As time goes on, it ain't a crime, rhyme time for the summertime. In my mind, it's the time we look, come for wine, changing time. These politicians, they lied and ruined lives, spoiled dreams are strong young minds. The system fucked up and the world is strange. The prisons got stacked while the devils got paid. They're pushing mints for kids like lemonades. A life is just a game, the rules of which they change. Addiction might get you, but it ain't your fault. Big pharma's pushing drugs like a dealer at the mall. Fentanyl, alcohol, nicotine, coke and meth. It makes you wanna scream out they love you to death. They're pushing pills on the side, so don't judge your downfall. Help your brother stand tall. It's the wake up call. It's the wake up call. What a thrill to watch them shine, overcoming the hell of life, to straighten out a crooked line, trying to make sense of their time, always living with the pain that their hearts weren't made to take. It's the strength none of us find, yet it is strongest of our kind. Yeah, they're the strongest of our kind. Yeah, they're the strongest of our kind. They're the strongest of our kind. They're the strongest of our kind. The next song on Breathing Like I is Hypocrite, I believe. Yeah. Hypocrite is a pretty old song. I wrote it, I don't know, maybe 2010 or 11. I'm not sure. It's one of those ones where I was in the middle of my addiction, and sort of like I was writing. It was like I was giving myself advice, but I wasn't taking it. I think, and that's why I called it Hypocrite. It feels so good. It's the slide, it's the drip, drip, keeping me alive. And I'm no man's fool. It's the eyes and the lies flying up into my tube. Drink back the numb, like 10,000 clouds swirling round on my tongue. Search for the sound, like the hum of a fan cooling off downtown. So I'll just sweat it out, cringe and shout. My, oh my, what a strange way out. 'Cause when I find a reason to justify my treason, I'll sit back and watch my ship sail into the distance. The weight is heavy grinding down on my bony shoulders. I think it's breaking me, I'm sick of living on a timer. I've got to rise above, feed off the love given from others. Path is clear to me to live, you got to love the struggle. To live, you got to love the struggle. Blur out the day. It's a furry fake fuzz snuggling up into your face. Hope for a raise. There's a fire in your pocket leaving nothing to your name. And I can't explain why I'm hungry for yourself 100 times in this mind. Unlike my cage, yeah, I'm sicker and I'm quicker than my very own brain. So I just sweat it out, cringe and shout. My, oh my, what a strange way out. And when I find a reason to justify my treason, I'll sit back and watch my ship sail into the distance. The weight is heavy grinding down on my bony shoulders. Thing is breaking me, I'm sick of living on a timer. I've got to rise above, feed off the love given from others. The path is clear to me to live, you got to love the struggle. To live, you got to love the struggle. Forced to escape, this place keeps on riding me, my boredom's running wild. Ripped from a page, like a cup with a mama looking for her lost child. And I can't explain why I'm hungry for disaster spreading down the endless mile. Unlock my cage, lock me up and let me out, best to keep my mind restrained. So I just sweat it out, cringe and shout. My, oh my, what a strange way out. And when I find a reason to justify my treason, I'll sit back and watch my ship sail into the distance. The weight is heavy grinding down on my bony shoulders. Thing is breaking me, I'm sick of living on a timer. I've got to rise above, feed off the love given from others. Path is clear to me to live, you got to love the struggle. 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 Yeah. It's a weird one for me to play sometimes, I think. Sorry, getting back to my notes here. Oh, Fading State. Fading State is really a song about not global warming specifically, but just the how there's not much being done about, what's going on our sweet planet here. And it can be really frustrating and make you really angry. And that's how I was feeling the day I wrote this one. This song and Carved Lines and Stubborn Smile all were written in this really small, maybe 2 or 3 day window. Sometimes that just happens like that, I guess. This song has Nako and Trevor on it. I've been wanting to do a song with those guys forever. And we were on tour with Stick Figure, and Johnny Cosmic said, "Hey man, let's stay in Oakland while the band goes up to Tahoe, and we'll record a tune real quick." So I went to Great Stone Studios, that's Stick's spot, and Johnny just is he's insane. He's a wizard. I don't even know. That guy is ridiculous in the studio, and he whipped the track up so fast, and we had all these people coming in helping us out. There are so many musicians on that one track. We had Courtney from New Kingston play drums for a little bit. Scott from Stick Figure. He did some drums and percussion stuff for it. We had let's see. Well, Johnny played a bunch of stuff on it. Anyway, the Hyrie horns are on it. There's a bunch of cool cats. Anyway, I'm really stoked how it turned out. One of my favorite songs that I've ever done. Both Nako and Trevor killed their parts, and super honored to have them on it. I'm not very good at. I'll do my very best to honor them when I do their verses. I feel like this song is super relevant right now, too. Cause it feels so hard to stay up when we're being dragged down. This place got me shaking my emotions on the cold hard ground. So much hate in the air and it's suffocating me. Where's the good in our people? Where's the brave and free? So I send my love to the people in the form of sound. Hey my friend, this won't last forever. This life is ever changing, synchronized with the weather. When the darkness comes, we'll have our love lights blazing, our kindness raging in every single nation. We're all equipped to leave a lasting impression, our human duty to the next generation. Hear the sick and in need of medication. It's time to wake up and situation. Oh, oh, wake up and change the situation. Oh, 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 oh. How many years been on the earth? How many times get to rebirth? What about this? Some people be hurt. Easy to feel like you're making it worse. Higher ego, come on, awaken. Healing is on the green horizon. So take another leg from the two beauties hard on me. And if I can swim the channel, oh Hannah, I know you can too. Hey my friend, this won't last forever. This life is ever changing, synchronized with the weather. When the darkness comes, we'll have our love lights blazing, our kindness raging in every single nation. We're all equipped to leave a lasting impression, our human duty to the next generation. The earth is sick and in need of medication. It's time to wake up and change the current situation. Oh, oh, wake up and change the current situation. Oh, 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 oh. Open up my heart with the vision. Thankful for the love we've been given. But if we keep it locked inside, the darkness gonna fall upon both our eyes and our soul. Gotta let it flow like the river. Illumination, the eternal giver. What is on the outside must affect the inner soul. Oh, oh, oh. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Yeah. Open my eyes, help me to see. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. It starts inside you, it starts within me. I'm gonna wake up. Yeah, hey my friend, this won't last forever. This life is ever changing, synchronized with the weather. When the darkness comes, we'll have our love lights blazing, our kindness raging in every single nation. We're all equipped to leave a lasting impression, our human duty to the next generation. The earth is sick and in need of medication. It's time to wake up and change the current situation. Oh, oh, wake up and change the current situation. Oh, 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 oh. Time to wake up. Next song is Soldier, and this song has no particular specific meaning to me personally. It was just more of a story I wrote, not about anyone in particular. Yeah, it's just about war and the tragedy that comes along with it. and the way families struggle with it even long after it's over. In the cold November morning fall, that's when I heard the warning call. Yeah, the sun fell down like a fountain falls as the darkness took the sky. Through the trees I heard the wind sing out, something's coming, I began to shout. That's when I heard that terrible sound as the bombs destroyed the ground. Yeah. The wake of the smoke and ash, found my brothers laying in the grass. To erase these lives so fast, what a shame it's this we choose. I feel anger deep inside, it's revenge I cannot hide. It's a natural sense of pride, I'm just trying to stay alive. Yeah. He was trying to better their lives, 2 young babies and a beautiful wife, left alone for the rest of their lives, now an angel in the sky. The girl old always wondering why he wasn't there to tuck him in at night. Too many good men lost a fight for nothing but our pride. Yeah. Inside and now I wanna run, but I'd rather shout. The word around me is far too loud. Every day brings pain for me. Seen evil and I've seen pain. Good men drop and fade away. Never knowing who is here to stay, because war remains the same. In the middle of the summer heat, night falls as I try to sleep. Pleasant thoughts of my home and keys bring tears to my eyes. Just then I heard the siren call. I jumped up and felt my body fall. At least the last thing I felt and saw was my family in my mind. Trying to better their lives, 2 young babies and a beautiful wife, left alone for the rest of their life, now an angel in the sky. The girl old always wondering why he wasn't there to tuck him in at night. Too many good men lost to fight for nothing but our pride. Yeah. Girl, girl. Yeah. Empty Overflow is the next song. I really like this song. It's really about just feeling like when stuff is like real, just like angering and just shitty, and you sort of just like drift off in your own brain to like just somewhere else, a nicer, better, more stress-free time, I guess. And I do that a lot. So it's like the verse of this is me venting and to some degree, I guess. And then the chorus is like me daydreaming off to a better spot. And then you always got to wake back up and come back to reality. Came into this earth, freeing from the sun. I never thought I'd ever have to take my pride and run. Illusion is the trooper, like a bullet from a gun. United we are stronger, cause together we are one. If I could take the pain away, cut up from yesterday's mistakes, we wouldn't have to struggle just to find a better kind of way. We wouldn't have to prove, yeah, our right to choose. One nation being pursuit of puppet master's dream. Open your eyes to see. Come right this breeze, your mind is free. Above the haze beneath, it's fine to breathe, unwind and ease, yeah. 'Cause life is hard to know, whether it's moving fast or slow. Not enough or too much, an overflowing empty cup. How nice it is to run away and pretend this is every day, and the world is filled with love just until you wake up. Oh, 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 you wake up. Cause if I can feel the struggle and I can feel the pain, then everyone around me must be feeling just the same. When life turns into rubble, the sinner filled with shame, and nobody around me seems to want to take the blame. Wish I could say this time is great, complacent in the coming grace, unbalanced and adjusting while inadequately changing it. The system is abused, undocumented proof, our sympathy ecstatic to the unrelenting truth. Open your eyes to see. Come right this breeze, your mind is free. Above the haze beneath, it's fine to breathe, unwind and ease, yeah. 'Cause life is hard to know, whether it's moving fast or slow. Not enough or too much, an overflowing empty cup. How nice it is to run away and pretend this is every day, and the world is filled with love just until you wake up. Oh, oh, you wake up. You wake up. Oh, yeah. And then it's back to being not so great. Something like that. That also is like, I notice a lot. It's like, you always want what you don't have. And if you have something, you always want like as much of it as you can get. It's just human nature, I think. But it leaves a lot of unsatisfied customers out there, I think. Huh. And the record ends with Overland and Sea. This song I wrote in Costa Rica. And I was, sitting there in paradise feeling pretty down. And I was feeling down because I really just wanted to be home. I just wanted to be home on the couch with my girls. And I had this crazy realization how much my mentality has changed over the years, from where I just daydreamed about being at shows and going all these cool places, and now I just want to be home. And now I am home, so I got my wish. the day out on the road unfolds, a city to behold. See the lights start creeping out as the sound ignites the crowd, and it shines like gold as the night explodes. Damn, I miss you when I'm gone, and I've been thinking of this song. The endless road I travel on, bring me home before too long. Between the buses, trains, and planes, city lights all look the same. Oh, it's funny how dreams change. Home with you is everything. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then it's home for everyone, tales of good old-fashioned fun. We pack it up and lock it down and roll on out to the next town. And every time I breathe, I wish you were here with me. Damn, I miss you when I'm gone, and I've been thinking of this song. The endless road I travel on, bring me home before too long. Between the buses, trains, and planes, them city lights all look the same. Oh, it's funny how dreams change. Home with you is everything. If I could freeze the moonlight glowing over you, a perfect silhouette from every single view. The stars cry as your beauty overwhelms the moon. You got me feeling for that sugary emotion. Tell the little ones I'm coming home real soon. I've been cruising over mountains and oceans, steady rolling to your back in my view. I know in time that you'll come with me. We'll see the world over land and sea. Until that time I'll walk the line straight back to you. Damn, I miss you when I'm gone, and I've been thinking of this song. The endless road I travel on, bring me home before too long. Between the buses, trains, and planes, city lights all look the same. Oh, it's funny how dreams change. Home with you is everything. Damn, I miss you when I'm gone, and I've been thinking of this song. The endless road I travel on will bring me home before too long. Between the buses, trains, and planes, and city lights all look the same. Oh, it's funny how dreams change. 'Cause home with you is everything.